Hello. Welcome to the 65th show of Chicken Happy Hour. We hope you are doing well. We've had take 3 and take 4 and 5, but I think we got it together this time. Hopefully the microphone's on. I have no idea. We've got a special guest. This is Stella. Believe it or not, Stella is one of the original 3 babies. The babies that I've been videoing and taking pictures of for Instagram for 5 weeks. She is 5 weeks old today. So I thought it would be cool to show you the grown version. And she is one of the release dove pigeons. The other 2 babies are Saxons, and I'll show you those in just a minute. But we're going to make, before we do that, and it has just started to rain, and I'm thinking that my phone is probably going to need to be moved because it's getting wet. The winds and storms are against me today, but that's okay. Yeah, it is raining. Okay, just hold on a second. We're going to make a really good drink, so don't go anywhere. Let me see if this phone is getting wet. Yeah, it is. Okay, just hold on a minute. Okay, that's all right. That's all right, Carl. We are going to make this happen. All right, so the drink today is a fascinating twist on a classic. So it, of course, the main cast in the cast of characters is bourbon, because we've got, 2 days left of bourbon month. This is Black Ridge Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. I have not opened it yet. It's brand new. But this company is out of Louisville, Kentucky. It's small batch, 90 proof. And I think they were established, 1879. So they've been around a while, and I read some really good reviews. So that's what we're going to use in our pumpkin old fashioned. So the other things you need for this, it's a fairly easy drink to make. I've not made it before, but there are some props, there are some things going on with it, which actually I'm very intrigued by, and I think we're going to really like it because of that. Because as you well know, because I have said it many times, I'm not a neat bourbon drinker. I can't, just drink it on ice. I got to have some other layers, some other things going on. So those things are maple syrup. That makes me happy. An orange liqueur. You need bitters. And you need pumpkin. 100% pure, just pumpkin puree. And I really, because I felt like I was packing up my whole kitchen, but I wanted to be authentic about this, so I could have taken the pumpkin out, but I wanted to show you start to finish how to do this. You also need a strainer, because we're going to double strain this, because you don't want like clumps of pumpkin in your drink, I wouldn't think. So that is what we're doing. You need an old-fashioned glass. Now, Carl, why don't you go over there? You need some ice. 65 shows. I can hardly believe that. And I was thinking, because I was just looking back at some old shows earlier today, and the picture that's like Chicken Happy Hour It's the picture in the round circle it's me holding this little yellow fluffy baby chick. Guess who that is? It's Carl. Isn't that wild? So yeah, it's been about a year. Carl, you were just born. Okay, so let's get started. I put a couple big cubes in here, and so I'm going to put those in my old-fashioned, in my glass. I told you in the last video that I went to Lux Road Distillery with some girlfriends on Saturday, and if you upgrade, dirt in my eyes, if you upgrade on their the tour, or the tasting, you get more bourbon in this in a glass that looks like this, and you get to keep the glass. So that's kind of cool. I am always about keeping the glass. All right, so here is what we need. Carl, I think you got dirt all over me. It's been raining off and on for like an hour, which is just enough to get everybody nice and dirty. You want 1.5 ounces of bourbon, and we're gonna put all this in our shaker, which is not open. All right, so 1.5 in your shaker of ice. I don't know if I said that. All right. We need 1/2 ounce of the orange flavored liqueur. Half ounce. All right, now I always get confused. This is 2. I think I did 2.5 ounces of bourbon. That's okay. I won't tell if you won't. All right, so now we are going to have to open this can because we need 2 tablespoons of the pumpkin puree. And you know, if you just were really feeling like something, I guess you could do this from scratch. I am not. I'm doing it from a can. And I am going to do, the recipe is 2 tablespoons. I'm going to do 1 because this drink, as the recipe reads, is 400, almost 450 calories, 68 grams of carbs. So that just seems a little stiff on the calories. So, and that's a pretty hefty. So I'm going to do just 1. And then we want, 1 ounce of maple syrup. I hear somebody in distress. All right, little maple syrup, and a dash of our bitters. You still with me, Stella? And you're just gonna go on and put that in your shaker as well. All right, is that everything? Oh my gosh. Okay, the wind and Stella are going crazy. Stella, that's beautiful. She pooped on the chair. You want to shake this for a good 30 seconds because we need to break up that pumpkin and the maple syrup that's thick. So bear with me, Stella. We'll do this and then we're going to double strain it into our old-fashioned glass. Whew, that's cold. Yeah, big old range, just as I decided to come up here. But I was determined, because we only have 2 days left of September. Okay, that's all I can do. I can't stand it. All right, so now we are going to double strain. I had to move the camera, so I don't know if you can even see me. See this now. But I am double straining. Whew. Okay. Well, that is taking forever. Still here. Stay with me. My word, that must be a very fine strainer. Fine in terms of little tiny holes. It looks good. It's really pretty. Goodness sakes. By the way, chickens and I guess most fowl love pumpkins. So if you have pumpkins like from your garden that aren't going to make it to Halloween, your chickens would love them. That's what we did last year, because we had bought a ton of pumpkins and ended up giving it to the chickens. All right, for garnish, you want orange peels and rosemary. Doesn't that sound good? Oh, and I brought a cinnamon stick. Stella is feeling her oats today. Doesn't that look pretty? Stella, look what we did. All right, let's try this. I like that a lot. It is so different. You know what? I think I would recommend going ahead with the full 2 tablespoons. Plus, I put extra bourbon because of math. But yeah, that is so good. So we've got this back part open today because it was nice weather earlier. And this one little Polish chicken, the one with all the hair, can't find his buddy. And he is doing the distress call, so that's what I keep looking over at. I'm going to have to get her in. They're not very smart. I think their hair keeps them from seeing. So they're kind of clueless. Hello, Carl. All right, let's take another sip of this, and then we'll go inside and look at the, I'll take Stella back in, and we'll look at the Saxon babies. That I recommend this. So good, like for October. Yeah, scary movies and pumpkin spice. I didn't think about it, but a little nutmeg sprinkled on this would be really good too. Alrighty, let's I'll get the phone, I'll try to get Stella, and we'll go in. We'll see if this works or not. She might fly, and that would be okay. See, I still got a lot of chickens, a lot of birds. Most everybody is out there right now. All right. Come on, Stella. There's the Saxons. They're still doing well. Look how pretty. Look. Stella. Stella. All right, watch her fly. I think she'll be happy to be... Oh, maybe not. Stella. All right, I don't want to let the quail out. You go on up there. All right, see the little quail back there? I don't know if you can see him behind the tree. I meant to turn the light on and I forgot. Anyway, check it out. So here's Stella that we were just looking at. Here are the other two. Aren't they pretty? So 5 weeks old, these babies are. Pretty much, I mean, that's pretty much full grown. And let me show you now. I don't think this is wise. You know what happened to the last nest that the chickens got into. So here's option number 2. Here's where they're building a nest now. So this is the wire, the poopy wire over, you know, we're here in this little room, right? And this is what they've worked all day on. Like she's gonna lay eggs right there. That's not gonna work, right? Because it's not even on a solid surface. It's on wire. But so I don't know. I don't know how to discourage it. It's, I guess, not my business. Don't know what to do with these pigeons. But anyway, here are the 3. And then I think I told you the other day that the Saxons, the parents of the 2 muffed feet babies, have already built. I haven't seen it, but they've built a nest up in another nest up in the loft. So I don't know. Well, here's the mom down here. So he must be setting, on the nest, I assume. But yeah, this is where the last place that the doves tried it, and it did not go over. The chickens got into it. So, okay, this is kind of cute. Everybody with the rain. He's over here. Peacocks. These 2 just get wet. They don't care. And then let's see if there's anybody else. This pretty guy that you know. And oh yeah, somebody else doesn't know to come out of the rain. You all are going to mess up your hair. Oh well. Okay, speaking of which, now I'm getting wet. All right, so try the pumpkin drink. I'm going to sit back in my seat and drink mine, and yeah, we may try to get one more in before Wednesday, because I think Wednesday is the last day of National Bourbon Heritage Month. So anyway, cheers, have a good week.